What's going on, everybody? I'm Matt Dimech, and you're watching the Kickoff, where we bring you the latest in all things UConn football. Today, we will be covering their tight 17-10 victory over Rice last weekend and breaking down their upcoming matchup against Georgia State. So don't go anywhere. UConn battled to a hard-fought victory over Rice this past Saturday in a 17-10 final score. The early going of the contest was locked in a stalemate where neither team could really establish a strong offensive drive. A field goal from Rice in the first quarter made it a 3-0 game going into the half. Darrell Robinson broke open the scoring to start the second half, scoring a 68-yard rushing touchdown to make it 7-3 UConn. This kicked off a 17-0 run for the Huskies, with Cam Edwards punching a 4-yard touchdown and Chris Freeman nailing a 30-yard field goal. Rice showed some spark in the final minutes of the game, returning a kickoff 100 yards back to the end zone for their lone touchdown of the game. This victory put UConn back in the win column as they turn their attention to Georgia State this Friday. UConn will look to wrap up their impressive homestand, trenched into their 6th consecutive game at Rensselaer Field. The Huskies are currently 5-1 when defending their home field. The Panthers enter this matchup on a 4-game slide, not having won a game since September 14th, in a shocking victory over Vanderbilt. ESPN Analytics currently projects UConn as 75.7 favorites to come out on top. Georgia State has the 17th worst run defense in all of FBS teams, allowing 192.7 rushing yards per game. Something interesting to note is that FAU and Temple both rank at the bottom of this category and fell to UConn at home as well. Adversely, UConn's rushing attack has been a staple in their offense, with Darrell Robinson and Cam Edwards leading the way as the team's offensive juggernauts, combining for 9 touchdowns on the season between the two of them. UConn currently ranks as the 33rd best rushing offense in all of FBS. UConn's pass defense will have to keep an eye out on receiver Ted Hurst. The Sun Belt Conference, Hurst is tied for 3rd in receiving touchdowns with 6 so far this season. He's also amassed over 500 yards, and in their improbable win over Vanderbilt, he hauled in 7 catches for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns to help secure the victory. The game is set to kick off at 7 p.m. this Friday. That's all for this episode of The Kickoff. Be sure to tune in next week to hear all about the game. This has been Matt Dimech. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at UCTV Sports to stay up to date with UConn athletics.